What's up, for fam? Hopefully, it is not too noisy. I'm running tumblers. I thought it would be fun to answer questions while we do that. This is going to potentially be bad because I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear the beep. I put both headphones in hopes that it would be better sound quality for you guys. But no one's on here yet, so I can't tell you if it is. We might have to just set a timer and come back and forth. Oh, I can hear it. That's all I need. Put you down. What's up, MM Custom? If I do a little Q&A, I'm running some tumblers. If you have questions, let me know. What's up, Rob? Can you guys hear me all right? Or is it too noisy? Can you hear me? Let me know. What's up, the wood burning warrior? Right. I'm running tumblers. I've got 20 left and figured I wanted to get these finished before I go home. So, what's up, Jonathan, Mr. Postman? It is a little noisy. I'm sitting right by the fan. So I apologize. Hopefully it's not too annoying. If it's too annoying, let me know and I'll go sit somewhere else in between. It'll just take me significantly longer to run the tumblers. But let me know what questions you have. Let me know what you're doing tonight. Happy to answer questions, help in any way that I can. Again, I'm here to help. Shout out what you're doing, where you're at, what questions you have. I have 18 tumblers to go. So, Rod is making some logos. Wood shop burning, I can't remember your name. The wood burning warrior is doing some sewing. Wow, someone's got to have at least a question. AKA Braun is Princeton DPF. Vic's joining us from Canada. So Rob is struggling with puff on hats. What exactly is the struggle that you're having? Because there's a lot of things that can cause a struggle with puff. Are you having trouble with thread breaking, clumping, tension, the puff itself? What's going on? If you got thread breaks when you're doing puff, it's usually a tension issue. You got it too tight. That's one of the reasons why I really like the Melco machine, is the auto tension on it. Wood burning is taking dog food bags and turning them into grocery bags. I should do that with my chicken food. I'm not going to, but so with having a Melco, you might have the pressure foot down too low. Or you might need to change the number one on the feed. That was what I would do. Although I'm not particularly involved with the Melco, so I don't know the exact terms. but I like most of all. My plan actually with the Melco is um, if we can get things pumping a little bit better in the shop, I'll probably bring it in-house and hire someone specifically to run embroidery. As far as the needles I run, I think we run the 7511s, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know we use the magnetic bobbins, which that's been super helpful to switch away from the cardboard bobbins. The magnetic has been a lot better. Any more questions? Life, business, sales, marketing, personal. We got 16 tumblers worth of questions to do. This is the worst part about the gantry CO2. I actually recorded a video today. It'll probably come out um, um, on Sunday. I've got we got a 40-piece job done on the Galvo CO2, and it took like 15-20 minutes. And this job on the gantry has taken hours. Rob, my suggestion for a soft shirt, soft is obviously in the eyes of the beholder, but the one that I do soft and most of my customers like is the next level 6210. Usually what I do. But I personally like polyester shirts, so that's usually what I wear. But if I'm wearing a t-shirt, then it's usually either the PC55 or the next level 6210. I usually buy both from Summa. The PC55 you can only get from Summa. Next level. Yep. It's the item code is NL6210 on Sandler. Oh, I'm tired. The yawns are back. It's gonna be more fun if you guys have questions. You don't have to just sit here and watch me bob my head. You don't just fall asleep. Come on, Jonathan, are you still on here? Ask me a question. Rob, already asked them. Nick, you ask me one question. Come on. Anything. Just I'm not gonna say anything else until someone asks a question. Geo asks, well, it says, greetings from Poland. What power settings do you use? So on the gantry right now, we are running black tumblers. And I don't know the settings, so let me go to the computer here. I am running at 250 millimeters per second at 35% power. My machine is a 55 watt. They don't sell the 55 watt anymore in the OM tech. They sell the 50 and I think the 60, but not the 55 anymore. But yes, 255 millimeters per second and 35% difference. Galvo, it is a 30 watt, and I run it at 100% power, and I don't know what the other settings, and I don't honestly remember how to look at it. You're gonna have to put some headphones in, the woodworking warrior. Okay, we've lost 4 of you because no one wants to answer or ask questions. So again, I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna ask the question. I'm not going home, Taylor. People are supposed to ask questions while I finish the tumbler job. I gotta get this done before I go home. Do you have any questions, Taylor? You should go post on the Facebook group if there's a live happening. What's up, Munir? You have any questions? Rob says he's struggling with the 315 print and cut. What specifically are you struggling with? Teddy asks, well, he says he enjoys the channel, and what's my take on the Thunder Laser? I think Thunder Laser is great. I think it depends on what you're doing. For me, I actually have decided I'm not a big fan of gantries, and the fact that I just don't like how much space they take up for what I use it for. If you're doing signs and patches and other things, then it can definitely be helpful and useful. But for my use case, I I mainly do promotional products. So while I like the gantry and I think I should keep one, I want to upgrade or downgrade or side grade to one that has a smaller footprint because I'm not planning on doing acrylic, I'm not planning on doing wood, and that's really what the bigger lasers like my Tech are good for. Now, if it were me, Thunder Laser versus Tech, I'd probably go Tech because you can get the same size and power of machine for less money. They might need a little bit more user intervention to get just dialed in and set up, but there's a huge community around it. And for me, I would just spend the money on Tech. I don't think it's worth. I think the cheapest Thunder Laser is 10 grand, which mine is a 16 by 24 or something like that, and it was 5 all in with a chiller, with the rotary setup. So while I think it's a great laser, I just I can't justify it. So Rob, I need to have more information besides kiss cut. So Rob is struggling with kiss cutting on his print and cut solution. What's happening? It's not cutting. It's not going through. It's going through too much. You don't know how to set up the software. What's going on? So OGIO, I'm not sure what. I've heard of GCC before. I think I've seen them on a show. If you're doing a lot of glass, the recommendation is actually a UV laser. When you're saying that he wants to get a Ninja Max to mess around with, what? I'm not sure what that is. Can you explain? And then I'll tell you if it's worth $1,000. No. Is it a laser? What is it? I love lasers. It's one of the best things I ever did for my business. So a diode 40 or 80 watt, that doesn't sound right. Because the most powerful diode I know of is an X tool, and that's a 20 watt. X tool actually just came out with a new like co2, which looks pretty decent. We need to look at that a little bit more. It definitely seems like it'd be a smaller footprint than the LM tech. It still has a lot of features. Like, the one cool thing that I did see about the X tool one is it'll dynamically move the head. So if you're doing a cylindrical or concave object, that um, it will just move and tweak. So Rob, you're saying that the kiss cutting too deep and having to stop as the kiss cutting stickers are popping out. So are you purposely trying to like die cut the stickers, or are you just trying to do a contour cut? If you're trying to do just a contour cut, then you either have too much pressure or your blade is sticking out too far. If you're trying to die cut them, you're probably using the wrong setting in flexi, so it's not picking up every once in a while to leave little tabs on it. I do have a video. If you search die cut stickers on my channel, I'm pretty sure it'll come up. It's a very crappy thumbnail. But I'm pretty sure I called it die cut stickers. And I walk through how I set the pressure settings to do die cut stickers, which it's a similar thing. You just use a different setting and different pressure or just straight discutting. Yeah, if you're going to use, Teddy, if you're going to use the Thunder for sign making, I think it's a great option. Honestly, I would check the OM tech just because you might be able to get a bigger one for less money than the Thunder laser. I know OM tech comes out with, they have some really big machines. Um, but yeah, if you're going to do sign making, for sure, definitely look at the Thunder, look at bigger OM techs, look at the um, like A1, look at the Boss laser, AP laser. It's definitely not the market I want though. I do not want to be a sign maker. Yeah, Rob, go look up that video of mine. That'll help you. I'm trying to look for it now, but it won't let me use my phone while I'm live streaming. Any other questions? Happy to answer. Happy just to chat. Software, personal, business, sales, marketing, machines. Ask away. That's Rob. What you're saying is perfect. You make signs. You love it. For me, I I don't. And that's the best part about it. Is this industry is so vast and there's so many people that being able to do what you want in the industry, like I partner with a bunch of people in the print time that do stuff that I don't do because I either don't want to, don't have the time to, don't have the equipment to. I partner with trade only printers like firesprint.com. Like that's the best part about this industry is there's so many little niche things that you can do and get into that it's amazing. Like pens. Most people around here that are printers buy pens from me because they don't want to get into it. They know what equipment to buy. They know where they can buy the pens because I've given all the information away. Yet they still just want to have someone else do it for them. So I'm glad that you love doing it. Jason, thanks for the compliment. And I'm glad you like the content. Sometimes I wonder if people do or not. Teddy is asking about the fumes. So I have a video on it where I talk about my extraction. I've got a more detailed one on time to make something else, which is my second channel. So time to make something, I went over it. Time to make something else. Only a few videos back. Um, I basically bought a dust collector fan off of Amazon for a couple $100, and it's like 600 CFM, and it works great. The piping is a little expensive, but we've been able to reuse it even with the move, shifting things around. So it's really, it's not terrible. Um, if you're running one fan, you can get away with like the cloud, whatever that people buy off Amazon. But I really suggest this basically dust collector fan that I got. I just ducked it outside. It works great. It's got a remote control, so it's awesome. And like I said, it was only a couple $100. Highly suggest it. Celios is asking, what is better, 3 CO2 gantry or 1 CO2 galvo? Well, watch for my video that I'm probably going to release on Sunday. Um, I am running this job right now. It's 20-ounce tumbler. It's taking 2.5 minutes. Earlier today, I ran a job on the. Okay, I'm running this. They're so close in name that I screwed up. Ran this on the gantry. This big one I'm sitting next to. I ran one on the galvo today. Bigger loco. This machine takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds to run a tumbler of this size. The galvo took 20 seconds. So it is ridiculous. But I'll show you here. Basically, I've had my nephew make these jigs. He brought in this one today with prototyping for the 40 ounce. So I'm able to literally just throw this on. It registers with the screw holes. Perfect placement. This one took longer. This one I think took like 50 seconds because it's a bigger logo. And the other ones that we're running today, this one right here, this tiny one, 20 seconds. Again, super simple, super fast, quick registration, perfect alignment, 20 seconds. So we did this whole job in about 20 minutes. They're all right there. Well, half of them are there. Other half are at the sink to be cleaned. Super quick, super efficient. So now we're making one for the 40 ounce. Same thing. So I can put this down, fast registration, perfect alignment, perfect registration, make it so that we can flip it over the other way, do it on the other side. So we do have to adjust the size. We're going to elongate these holes so that we can shift it. And I'm not sure if we're going to make it one piece or two. My nephew hadn't decided for sure by the time he left. But I absolutely like my DNS, and it's really bad right now. But I'm trying to get the tripod set up so I can switch. My DNS is really bad right now. I've already got the quote for getting another one. My current one is a 30 watt. I think I want to move up to a 60 watt. And I am having struggles per fam. You guys could like help a brother out and watch the videos or sign up for the membership plans or buy a calculator. Definitely help. Let's see here. Lots of questions. Cameron Taylor said I went to the post office. I did. I rode the bike and came back. Rob is asking, I'm not going to show the logo for this one, but these are the tumblers we're doing. It's a 20 ounce Yeti style tumbler. We're just putting a little tiny logo across. Hop signs. What's up, Valentine? How's your DNS? What's next equipment you might get besides another laser? Besides another laser, I definitely want more lasers. Right now, kind of the thought process is get rid of the gantry, and buy a couple more Galvo CO2s. Next equipment that's not, it's hard because I kind of want to sell the flatbed printer. If I do sell it, I would want to get a mini flatbed, specifically to do promotional products. Not to do signage, not to do big graphics, things like that, but just to do promotional products. I'm trying to think one of the other things that I've done. Like I thought about like a sheet head cutter, so that I could do simple stickers via the Conica, so that I could print them on cheap paper sheets and then cut them out easy. Problem is, like, I can do it with the Summa, it's just not as automated, and I'm trying to move to simpler things that don't stress me out as much, and that I can automate. And so considered a sheet fed cutter, and really the other things are lasers. Those are I'm considering replacing the HP. I've talked about that before. So yeah, I have lots of problems. Jason is asking about the Stanley Cups that I brought in. How can you get some? So I've got the 40 ounce on my website, bulklaser.com. So I've got this one. Got it in a bunch of different colors. This one is dew, I think. I'm not sure. Um, would you guys be interested in the water bottle style? Should I list this one that has the water bottle lid with straw? So this is a 30 ounce. I don't have that listed right now, but I could if you're interested. Again, bulklaser.com. Rob is saying that he can't find the video. Rob's also asking about tumblers. Yes, you can. I'll go find the video as soon as this one's done, because then I'll have 2.5 minutes that I can find it. So I'll go find the video and look at it in the chat. I'll go over my computer and look at it. I'm assuming you're asking about the die cut stickers video. Let me know if you guys think I should list the water bottle. But again, right now, bulklaser.com has the 40 ounce. And wallets came in today, so those that have been wanting wallets, they should be back online Monday. I just need to open the box, make sure they look good, make sure there's no problems with them before I just pick it up for sales. All right. 2.5 minutes. Let's do this. Oh, it's already 6 o'clock. That's what time I was trying to go home. So not 2 tumblers. Copy link. Make sure that picture. Okay. I just put it in the chat. Did I miss any other questions? I think I got everything. Let's get back over to the laser. 8 more tumblers to go, then I can go home. Rob lives in New York. What's the turnaround time for a 1-color black tumbler? It's what my tumblers are laser engraved, not colored. So, meaning like, would you want to order one engraved, or you want to just order it blank and engrave it yourself? If it's blank, then usually they ship within a day or two of the order. If it's engraved, it depends on your workload. Typically, I don't do one-off tumblers. I have lots of mess ups. I like to keep them for testing. Any other questions? We got 10 people on. It'd be cool if it showed me who was on. But ask away. We got 6.5 more tumblers. Rob, that's a great question. I'm not really set up to take orders or tumblers, not in my non-business sense, other than blank ones. So give me a couple days to make it so that bulklaser.com can facilitate it. And that way I can collect the shipping address and all that information. I'll post it, so make sure you're part of the Facebook group. I will post it in the Facebook group as soon as it's all set up. Speaking of which, I did start a private community. I haven't talked about it a ton, but I did try to make it so that the private community had a ton of value in it. The biggest thing that I can offer right now is discounts on pens. So basically, if you are a member of any of the paid memberships, you get between 50 and 70% off of pens, which basically gives you the ability to pay for your membership. I'm likely going to slowly get rid of all the other things just to make it easy to have all the content in one spot. But I'm trying to make it so that I can make more courses, more specific training for everyone. So if that's of interest to you guys at all, especially if you want to be able to resell pens, 70% off gives you pens at 49 cents a piece. I think it's 49.5 cents a piece. It gives you a killer deal, killer margin. You can then resell them for. So if you want to check that out, it's timetomake something.com/join. I'm going to continue to make all of the free content, if not more. I just want the ability to support people better. People have asked for ways to be able to support the channel, to support the content. Um, so that's one way to do it. You can also use any of the affiliate links. Just watching the videos is helpful. Commenting, asking questions in lives. So no pressure, no obligation. Just again, I've had a lot of people. So like Trevor wanted a course on doing T-shirts and stuff. So that way, basically, he's wanting to know how to do T-shirts and embroidery and screen printing. So I'm working on a course that will help that out. Yes, I think I can. Maybe kind of comment on my own phone. I have to go to the computer. Let me see how. Yeah, the garage, the garage days feel like so long ago, but they, they really aren't that long ago. I was telling my wife yesterday that I just need to get rid of a bunch of stuff at the office because there's just so much stuff. And it's surprising because I haven't been here that long. Okay, I just put it in the chat again. Kind of like Munir said, he's on some of the other platforms. So the YouTube, Patreon, all of that, like you'll get, I'm going to slowly, like Patreon for sure is going to 100% go away. But the YouTube will probably stay in a little bit, but I'm trying to push everything to timetomake.something.com just so I can provide more. Like one of the things that you'll get is we're going to do monthly meetings that will answer questions. We'll go deep dive into specific topics. We'll get more private information from me. Like someone asked me to walk through Monday and Pipe Drive. Well, I'm not going to share that information publicly because it's got my customers' information. It would be too difficult to blur and have that. So being a part of the membership will make it possible to have more of like the secret stuff because it's not public, it's private. So Ton is asking any advice on fiber galvo lasers. Currently have a CO2 and diode. Mike, you gotta eat dinner later or earlier. Like, come on, man. But Ton, to answer your question, I have a question first. What do you want to do with a fiber laser? So a lot of times, like the question that people ask is like, what is the best laser? Well, the best laser for you is not going to be the best laser for someone else. Because, again, it depends on what you want to do. So before I answer what I would do if I was in your situation, what do you want to do with your fiber laser? Ah, you should. I I have one streaming service. I have Amazon Prime Video. That's it. Because I have Amazon Prime because I use it way too much. So if you're doing RFID wallets, speaking of which, mine just came in stock, so it'll be back on bulklaser.com. I think they're $5.99 a piece, might be $6.99, can't remember. So if you want to support the channel, you can buy them from me. But I run the RFID blocking wallets on a 30 watt. It works great. I'm actually coming out with a jig, so you can do 1, 2, and 4 at a time. So we'll make that available on bulklaser.com as well. Yeah, a 30 watt, not really anything fancy. You can also do it on a 20 watt. I'd suggest reaching out to Darren. If you go to timetomake something.com/my-lasers, which I'll go back over to the computer and I'll put it in the chat. I like to basically I'd say what all my lasers are, as well as link to the OM Tech, which is an affiliate link, and then provide Darren's contact information. I bought me 4 lasers from him. I'm about to buy the 5th one from him. I'm honestly on the fence about buying another laser, but I'm also on the fence about buying it from Garrett. Not that I don't like Garrett, I do. Garrett's great, but I'm buying a pen laser, a new pen laser, and the company that I'm buying that from also does CO2s, and so I'm kind of on the fence of like, do I buy one from them so I can test their quality too, so that I have another source I can potentially recommend to people? Do I just continue to go with Garrett because I know I can trust him? So I'm having a hard time with that. Like, I like the idea of just going with Garrett because I know it'd be the same quality, same manufacturer. I like the idea of the other one just because, again, another source. The other guy's actually a little cheaper. He's giving me a better deal, but I think that's just because I'm spending so much money on that pen laser. But can't decide what to do. But I love lasers. And when we just started, we'll put you in the chat the link to the website that has all my laser info. Okay, I just put it in the chat. So that website, like I said, I list the lasers that I have, a short blip about it, a link to purchase the OM Tech, and then Garrett's contact information at the bottom. Any questions while I'm at the computer? Before I have to go back? Blow it up. Blow it up, Mike. I'm trying to. I haven't even logged into Patreon in so long that the laser just finished. Yeah, Mike, what are you having for dinner? A little hungry. Ooh, barbecue? That sounds good. We're probably having SpaghettiOs. Our kitchen has been under construction for a while. Frozen pizza? I do like frozen pizza. But I'd rather have dinner with Manir tonight. Barbecue sounds way better. Yeah, my house had a very non-functional kitchen, so we've been working on upgrading it, and we finally got the stove hooked up yesterday, and we still don't have an oven. I've blown my have-to-eat budget for like 2 years because it's taken way too long to get the kitchen done. Three more tumblers, then we're ending the line. We got about 8 minutes. So ask your last questions. Um, Let me know any like courses you might want to see. Like I said, I'm working on a getting started with promotional products course. I've already got a course on large format. I'm working on one for embroidery. Then we'll work on one for screen printing. I haven't decided how to do that one for sure. I'll get one for lasers. So we've got some courses going on. The membership, we've got monthly meetings that will do deep dives and Q&As that are more interactive because people will be able to ask their question in person. We've got all the downloads, so that's the other thing. Depending on which membership you um, get, you get access to different things. So the highest membership gets everything. Um, the lowest membership gets you access to the monthly class as well as a couple of downloads. The The other ones get you all the downloads, all the courses, just different things. So go check it out. Links in the description. Vision Studios. Have I ever had the eye integration with lasers and forgetting to use goggles? I actually never use goggles. I have them. I don't use them. I should. Um, no one. I should. We'll just put it that way. Hard thing for me, like let's say fibers, for example. If my fiber laser is a couple millimeters out of focus, it doesn't integrate. So how is it going to go down to the bed and reflect to me and cause a problem when it doesn't even cause a problem if it's slightly out of focus? Um, I can see how it can be considered welding light, and you shouldn't look directly at it, which I don't. I can't say I never do, but I don't just stare at it. Um, Kind of the same thing with CO2. CO2 is definitely more dangerous, and I should get some sort of shield or galvo, um, and or just get some glasses. I don't have galvo or glasses for the CO2. No, I haven't. I haven't had any irritation. Again, I don't typically look at it, and again, the logic and it doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. The new year, I'll definitely hit you up. I can't even decide if I'm going anywhere this year. Um, I was going to try to do the heat transfer warehouse thing in July again, but I could probably still go. But I don't know. It's hard to get away from the shop. I'm beholden to my business too much. You know, it's hard to get away. Taylor's back in the chat. He says they still haven't gone home. I got one more tumbler, and then I can go home. One more tumbler, and then you can clean them all Monday morning. So we got a couple more minutes left before we're ending the live. Because as soon as it's done, I'm getting out of here. I'm turning the lights off and going home. So if you have any last pressing questions, we really do need a jig. This job would have been done hours ago. Yeah, I'm in the process, or my nephew's in the process of making shapes for every single one of the tumblers that we do in-house. So that way we can just blow through them significantly faster, which is where I'm on the fence of. I just get a bunch of CO2 galvos that just make it super easy to transition between the different types. Um, for sure, I want to get one more, but as far as getting 5 different ones, I'm I'm still on the fence about it. Because right now, I have 5. So I got the 20 ounce, the 30 ounce, the 30 ounce water bottle, and the 40 ounce. So there's 4. The reason I'm thinking 5 is because one for promotional products, the odd end stuff. So I have 4 that are always set up for the different tumbler types, and then the 5th one to do miscellaneous promotional products. I've never done bottle openers. Well, I have. Someone brought me some golf shaped bottle openers that I did, but I've never done like the little like aluminum ones. Last tumbler. Make sure you guys get your questions in. We're gonna finish the tumbler, and then I'm gonna walk around and make behind. I'm just gonna come back to my empty cabbages. I don't want to do it today. I'll come back tomorrow. So you got just a few more minutes. Last questions. Almost done. Unless you guys just want to watch me breathe. Listen to me breathe. A wood woodchuck is not as wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck a wood. I'd definitely be interested in knowing where you found them for 7 cents, because I think the cheapest place I've found them is like 30. So share the wealth. I mean, share the wealth. Basically, I looked at it, and like I could import 500 for 1,000, and then only save me a few cents from just buying them from Amazon. So I can justify bringing them in. All right, we're officially done. That's all she wrote, fam. What last questions do you have while I'm walking around shutting down the shop? Got lots of tumblers in stock, all over. 6X beam expander. The 8X is too big. You lose power if you jump up to the 8X. So it's better to have a 6X beam expander with a 20 millimeter head. So the one that I'm speccing right now is a 60 watt 6X beam expander, 20 millimeter head, 200 millimeter lens. I'm considering a 300, but I think I'm just going to stick with the 200. So, well, thanks everyone. I think that was all the questions. So it's time. 6:30. Good timing. Later than I wanted it to be, but early enough that it's okay. Thanks everyone for being here. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, go visit timettomakesomething.com/join, and we'll see you all Sunday when the next video is released. So we're talking about buying back your time and how freaking awesome gscotland is, as well as talking a little bit about Web 2 print. Thanks as always, Profan. We'll see you in the next one.